Hello, and welcome back to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is the NXT Takeover War Games review show. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right was singing Destiny's Child all night since Velveteen and Alistair, Joe Venuto.
You remember my name?
Yep. Because he wanted everybody to say his name, say his name.
Say my name.
Say it. Yep.
Say my name.
No.
What you just said.
I did. So I don't know why you're asking me to say your name.
Because I just said say my name.
Enjoy your infamy, Joe Venuto.
Thank you. I am the Velveteen of the basement.
Yes.
I'm fine with it, what can I say? This is the NXT Takeover War Games review show. For Takeover War Games. That happened on Saturday, last night.
You're running out of things to say, aren't you?
Yes. Talking about a segue because I'm Velveteen. Oh.
Well, the Velveteen had a match last night.
Velveteen had a match last night. It didn't go well when it was sick.
There you go.
But the show opened up with the match that's on the TV currently. Cassie's Ono versus Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan. Didn't have time to write up a recap of my own, so these are recaps I can take from Bleacher Report with my Grey's Eye. In his first takeover appearance, Lars Sullivan was seeked to continue his winning ways. To do so, he went to defeat the veteran Cassie's Ono himself, looking for a win just on a solid, if unspectacular NXT run. It will prove tougher than an unstoppable monster of a competitor like we used to see it. Sullivan broke out fly headbutt and attempted to pull the Brazilian Ono away, but never worked comparable that way. Ono asked for striker unloaded with a flurry of elbows and kicks on Sullivan that put him down. At one point, Ono delivered a run senton that Sullivan kicked out of at the count 2. A furious Sullivan screamed at his opponent moments later, finished him off with the fruit accent for the impressive victory. For me, just above average. The match may not have been classic, but it brought intensity right out the gate, just to set the tone for the remainder of the show. Sullivan looked like an unstoppable force, kicking out some air for throwing at him, might have redeemed Ono. His victory was an exclamation point on months of build to this moment. A moment that career will be instrumental in his advance up the ranks of the NXT roster.
Yeah, for me, it was overall probably the weakest match of the night, which is a good sign for the very beginning of it, because it was good enough. It was a good match. And it ended up helping Lars a bit more because Ono threw stiff shot after stiff shot after stiff shot at him, and then Lars came back and ended up powering through and getting the win. So it was a good match in my eye. Probably the weakest of the night, just because. But it was good for what it was, essentially. My grade for it was a C+.
I too do a C+. Up next, Aleister Black versus Velveteen Dream. Arguably the best story heading to Saturday's event was that of Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream, and the eccentric Dream has spent weeks playing My Games of Black, returners games in kind. At Takeover, they brought their issues to head in a hotly anticipated singles bout. Challenge then Rick Rude, the Dream continued to play My Games, reveal and entice airbrush with images on himself in black. Black out wrestled Dream at a return, then sat cross-legged in the center ring and attempted to play My Games. Dream responded by mimicking Rude's hip gyrations. He then mocked Black, who took a page out of Dream's book and crawled toward him seductively, which we didn't see fully because we watched on the video on the main version.
Yeah.
But we figured something happened seductively because they really focused on Dream for a while Aleister was crawling.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, when they went back to the live hammer, Aleister was already on all four crawl.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what Aleister did, but apparently he was more kinky than Velveteen.
Yes.
In this day. Dream took control of the match and hang up Black Foot first on top rope. At one point, he delivered an enormous super kick that scored near full and a strong spot. A big rear awakening neckbreaker. Continued to heal surprise onslaught. Dream had Black tied up on the ropes and asked, "What's my name?" To which Black answered with a kick, a series of kicks followed, and a springboard moonsault near scoring victory. Black delivered a huge kick that Dream answered with a Death Valley driver that nearly won the match. Late, the heel skilled the ropes for his top rope elbow drop with Black got the boot up and sent his opponent into the ropes. Black finished and stunned Drew with the Black Mask moments later for the hardest fought of this takeover 3 to date.
I really like this match. Alistair did a great job, but I meant to talk about Velveteen and saying that this is his best match to date I've seen so far. Clearly, he can wrestle a big match, and he aced that test with flying colors. But I also love the little things Velveteen did in the match as well. Like he had Alistair on his tights, very recruit style. Also on his tights, Alistair had red horns because he's a Satanist, he's a devil worshipper. But I thought the match was excellent, actually. There's not really a small list of adjectives I can get it to praise how good this match was.
For me, this was a hell of a wrestle match that did a ton to make stars of both men.
Yeah.
Black has been treated like a big deal from the moment he debuted, but this was the quality match fans have waited for. It was a masterclass in sports entertainment. A contest is worried about character work and drama, as it was about the content and in-ring work.
Yes.
And Dream was a revelation here. Meshing his central character and in-ring skill set to deliver a performance few knew he had in. He was phenomenal to the point that fans were chanting in favor of him, despite Black being the bigger long-term project.
Yeah.
Phenomenal match lived up to the quality of the story that preceded it.
Then we also forgot to mention that, hey, I was right.
Right.
I did call that Alistair saying Velveteen's name would be a victory for Velveteen.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks stronger now because of it.
Your overall?
My overall is an A+.
A+. Up next is a fatal 4-way match for the vacant NXT Women's Championship. The vacant NXT Women's Championship will be up for grabs at a fatal 4-way match, in which Ember Moon, Connor Shane, Peyton Royce, Nick Cross, Alpha Jacob Blurry. Moon seized control and popped the crowd with a big dodge to area 4, but was short-lived as Cross caught her onslaught off. Zane blasted Moon with a spear, but Royce trapped her emergency submission. A big kick from Moon broke the hold up. When Moon and Zane sailed for a suplex, Royce trapped first ring delivered a German suplex and sent the tower dude crash into the mat below. Cross returned to the match at Big Cross body, shield, loyal Moon, and delivered a fisherman neck breaker that nearly ended Zane's night and lost her first championship. Zane delivered an Alabama and Royce on the cross and her trademark elbow drop. Moon made a save, skilled ropes. Underneath crashed by Royce, the Aussie turned attention to the cross, taking her out the bowl just long enough for Moon to deliver the Eclipse and win the title.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm looking down at my phone because for some reason my phone decided to delete half the ratings I had in my phone. But yeah, I also did like the women's match. Compared to other women's matches on NXT Takeovers, it wasn't necessarily the strongest for me. I thought it was a good match, but I didn't think it was like where the Takeover standard for women is like almost the perfect match.
Right.
It was good. It was good. It was very good. I did like all the spots. I liked all the double teams where Kyrie hit the elbow on both Peyton and Nikki, I think it was. And then on Peyton and Nikki again with the Eclipse. I thought these girls did a good job, a very good job. It's just with the standard of NXT women being as high as it is, it's probably going to end up being one of the more forgettable ones. Maybe in the long run. It was fine though for me.
The long-awaited coordination member occurred last night. The culmination of a fantastic build-up for her that allowed, but the fell forward allowed all four superstars to shine. Perhaps the most impressive for me was Peyton, who failed for the crowd surprisingly in support of her. While she may not be a work on par with the other three, she was just surrounded with several key spots, including the finish. And crowd response to continue kind of work on indications expect Peyton and Billy to have an increased role, hopefully in NXT's women's division, sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Ember has worked hard and was the most logical follow-up, though, to Asuka to win the title. Booking her to win in her home state, Texas, was a nice touch. Asuka wore her the title was a special moment.
That was a very nice movement.
That probably capped off their intense rivalry, term mutual respect.
Yeah. My grade for it was a B+.
I gave it an A because the build-up made sense, the story made sense, the Oscar moment, everything involved made sense. I told you it was on the prediction video. It was Ember's time. It's the same by that. Next, NXT Championship match. Drew McIntyre does Andrade Cien Almas. Andrade Cien Almas said the loose at Takeover Torbran first ring Fury NXT Champion Drew McIntyre Saturday night. He felt the Scots Wraith as challenge at top price of Brandon Holford. Every challenge for McIntyre early, including interference on Vegas, feel as the champion come off, and he used his size and strength to control the pace. A charge into the corner though led to McIntyre's crashing shoulder first into the ring post. Almas worked the left arm of his opponent, ground McIntyre, and attempted to add further pain and injury. McIntyre fought back into the match, utilized his strength to fly Almas when she towards the suplex. Almas fought back into the match to deliver a tornado and vert DT for a close near full. At ringside, Almas delivered a head scissors to send McIntyre to post, a huge moonsault from the top rope on the chamber on the ring floor, nearly earned Almas the title, with McIntyre in the trio low. Almas delivered double stop followed by a double knees to the core to actually continue facing fears until McIntyre delivered a future shot DT, and nearly scored a successful title defense, nearly because Almas kicked out too. Almas slid out the top rope attack and delivered double knees to back McIntyre's head. First ring Almas led to the ringside, grabbed a steel chair while inside. Vega delivered a spike around it to McIntyre. The hammer off DT by Almas scored a hot near full the entire show to this point. Seconds later, McIntyre delivered a Claymore kick to turn Almas inside out. While looking for the challenger, Vega places Almas' foot on the rope, breaking the count. Moments later, McIntyre tried for another Claymore, only to get crushed on the top rope. A spike hammer off DDT from the top rope led to Almas becoming the new NXT champion.
I thought this match was really good, too. I know it's a shocker, a really good match on NXT TakeOver, because we have quite a few of them in this one. But I did think this was really good. It's probably the best NXT Championship match I want to say they've had in quite some time, believe it or not. I thought Almas did good, and surprised the Hellman that he actually picked up the title.
Yeah, definitely.
I honestly thought they were going for Adam Cole and not Roderick Strong, but Drew McIntyre for the next takeover in Philly. Clearly, that's not going to happen.
No.
I'm not even sure if the match will include Adam Cole. Probably not, unless it's a multi-man match.
Yeah.
But still, Andrade and Drew, I thought, put a hell of a match on.
For me, from undefined babyface to with no direction to unfocused playboy loser, to NXT champion with his sister Cecily and Vega. Andrade has been one of the more interesting stories in all WWE in 2017. The match was his championship aspirations were realized was a face-paced war that never gave fans opportunity to move after move, spot after spot, deliver intensity and drama that has been missing from many NXT championship matches this year. For me, it was easily the best title bout on any takeover in 2017.
Yeah.
It was a superb start to what could be a phenomenal rivalry if Drew was injured. But depending on where take the tells you now, I'm not sure. If NXT officials out to take the in that direction, major props to Zelina too,
yes.
Who's got Almas over and has been absolutely phenomenal in her short time with the brand.
Exactly. My rating for the match was an A.
A here too. And the main event, War Games. Eric Young, Adam Cole, and Roger Strong began the first War Games match in nearly 2 decades Saturday night. The culmination of a multi-man feud as the Gotham NXT television system Bane took over Brooklyn, and I saw this. The heels took the numbers advantage as Mike Fish and Colorado joined Cole in the ring alone when Young and Strong with a ruthless aggression that threatened the well-being of their opponents. With Strong sandwiched between the ropes and the cage, OCR launched something and punched them and leading commentators wondering if the next two now preferably even a partner left. Goldberg's and Payne were next there in the mix, and then former tag champions punished any opposition Payne. Horizontal, you can toss partner Strong into the remainder of the field, from one ring to the other. One being them all one full swoop. Alexander Wolf until Dane finally arrives in his first circle, the former Wolf bringing club a night could stick with him. He'll load on his opponents while Dane introduces a steel chair, 2 trash cans, 2 candlesticks, and a steel chair, and 2 tables. The action broke down. Sandy reigns supreme. Pleasure opposition. Dane finally retreats to tape. Introduced to tables in the chaos scene. The Authors delivered Super Collider on Killian, I think Red Dragon on Killian Dane.
Yeah. Like they
when they squish.
The two guys are fighting together. They did it with Killian Dane in the middle, and then powerbombed Red Dragon.
The Sierra Oil and Dane with strikes. One of the Authors went for a table with Alexander Wolf. German him off the top. Adam Cole does trail on the top of the cage. The injuries close to falls every floor. Dane in an unforgettable moment, steal from one corner to the other, drop and trash can in the face of O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Cole left perched top of the cage, stared down Stroll, who joined up him up top, and no Joel dropped his stop. Strong superplex Cole from the top of the cage onto the all 7 stars involved. The finish of the Barbarian Bout came on Cole caught Young with Shine Wizard to a steel chair. Bashing the weapon to the Titan Chamber's face.
This is my favorite match of the night by far. I just felt like for War Games, it was everything War Games should be. Just chaotic, absolute bloodbath. Bloodbath for WWE PG nowadays. Where a couple guys were bleeding on the nose. Sawyer Fulton was bleeding in the back of his head.
Alexander Wolf.
Alexander Wolf. Sawyer Fulton's the other guy in Saturday that got released. Sorry, Alexander Wolf. You've actually been impressing me. He got a nice cut the hard way in the back of his head when he was doing the suplex spot through the tables.
Yeah.
War Games, I want to see more of them in WWE. I can see the point in now not having the roof on it. Just the sort of traditionalist in me, War Games should have the roof. I would just put it higher so you can do a bit more picking guys up and not just throwing them headfirst into the roof. So, but I do like that without the roof. It did create for more spots. I also like the new additions WWE added to make it a bit more modern, where you can win by pinfall nowadays. It's a fantastic match. If you haven't seen it yet, go and see it.
The nice players involved in this war of attrition put themselves through hell Saturday night. The aggression, intensity, and violence were high, and the heat rivalry between them. The three teams came to a soothing and appropriate conclusion. The Undisputed Era was the hot act. Aaron the match, and the most obvious pick to emerge victorious, but for me it was actually Killian, who was the breakout star in the match. The big man not only dealt tremendous pain, but also endured bleeding and bumping for his opponents in impressive spots. The outcome was never in doubt. Neither should be the toughest or credibility of all not involved. A superb return for the beloved gimmick, and whose alterations may have ruined some of the nostalgia for the old NWA fans. But whose brutality, the match itself, the brutality side obtained and left the fans satisfied.
My rating for the match was an A+.
A+.
Alright, so the overall grade I gave was also an A+.
Overall was A+.
The only match we really disagreed on was the women's match. But I literally gave it a B+, where you gave it an A.
Yeah.
So.
It's two great differences.
Yeah, it was a really good night for Takeover last night.
Yeah, which I know is surprising to some.
Yeah.
Right?
Not really, no.
A lot of these Takeovers I'm getting B's and C's, so.
No.
So when I get A's, it's like a rare feat. Well.
It's really not a rare feat for NXT.
Yeah, the lowest Takeovers are the B+.
Yeah, at the lowest.
Yeah. That'll do it for us now. We'll be back later tonight with our Survivor Series 2017 review.
We will.
Who does have a stacked card, but now has to compete with Takeover.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, we'll see you then.
See you then.